Okay, awesome. So I have with me today Mary Robb, who is the founder and CEO of Social Practice. And thank you so much, Mary, for being with us today. Really appreciate your time. And yeah, I just wanted to just start off with a little introduction about yourself. And if you could just tell us, what you do, what Social Practice does, and your involvement in the medical spa industry.
Absolutely. Well, my name's Mary. As Angelica just said, thank you so much for having me today, by the way. Angelica's been actually our bookkeeper for years now. She's incredible, and her team is so quick and always so precise. But I'm excited today to be here and just share a little bit about us and all about social media. So, Social Practice was founded in 2019 by me, and it came out of just this huge need in the industry for social media management for private practices. I was in an advertising sales job prior, and my clients were asking for support, and I couldn't find one vendor or one referral partner that I could send social media business to. So I decided to create this business 6 years ago. And essentially, what we do is hiring us is like hiring a full time social media manager for your practice. Our main goal is to help increase brand awareness in your local market while also driving more revenue to your practice through social media. So we manage all aspects from content creation on site at the practice. We visit with a team of photographers and videographers once a quarter. We manage the inboxes and the comments. We write all the captions and all of the copy. We also have community management where we do outreach to help bring more traffic to the page. And we also track all of the KPIs and the ROI and an analytics dashboard. So it's all inclusive, and we mainly focus on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. So since that's typically where our patients are hanging out, right? Instagram's the most popular platform right now, but of course Facebook still has some momentum going, and then TikTok's definitely growing super quick. It's already almost right up neck and neck with Instagram. So that's what we do in a nutshell.
That's amazing. Yes, I gotta say, I am definitely a victim of doom scrolling Instagram. I will scroll for hours, and so I can definitely attest to that. But I see a lot of your content online, and it's incredible. And I see you guys everywhere, so you're definitely having an impact for sure. And even just personally, when I go shopping around for medical spa services myself, I tend to go to Instagram and TikTok as well for research. What are the top med spas? What am I looking for? Services, things like that. So I definitely agree. Those are the top platforms for
Yeah.
for that. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's where the social media apps are right now. They are all investing lots of money into moving into a search engine functionality. So we call it social media is the new search engine. You can type in keywords in the search bar for anything. So let's say Botox Dallas. Great example. You can do that on Instagram. You can do it on TikTok. I've not played around with Facebook as much, but essentially they're trying to be like a search engine with the rise of TikTok, with the rise of ChatGPT. They are optimizing these platforms so that the users can start getting more comfortable searching for things and not just finding profiles through the For You page. So it's pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm. That's incredible. Yes. And like I said, I can definitely attest to that. That's where I research. I no longer do Google searches. I go to the social media platforms for sure. So
Instagram or, yep.
yeah. So awesome. So you mentioned that we do bookkeeping services for you guys as well for social practice. And we've been working together now. Gosh, how long has it been now? Has it been a year? It's been over a year now, a couple years maybe.
Yeah, at least a couple because we've been working with Maven Financial Partners now for almost 4 years.
Yeah, so that's right. So we've been with you guys for a couple years. And so do you want to tell me just a little bit about your experience with working with us, how that's been for you? Was that a smooth transition even to in the beginning, just taking over your books and, the whole experience for you?
Yeah, it was been an amazing experience. We were using a software before that was a monthly payment, and it was great for just startup mode, just needed something to check the box and help manage the bookkeeping aspect of the business. But as we grew, and as we transitioned into being an S Corp, we definitely needed more hands on support with our bookkeeping. And it's been so simple. I think I might spend 10 or 15 minutes a month max on getting over everything that Kim needs. So I send her the bank and credit card statements, and I consolidate any or leave notes on any of the transactions, and she just makes it so simple. And it's just really nice to know that we have that oversight and that support and that accuracy, right, in our reporting. So it's been an incredible service. I would highly recommend it to any of my friends who are business owners.
Amazing, amazing. And then you mentioned too that you're working with Maven Financial Partners, who is a fractional CFO.
Yeah.
And so I know that you have, I think you have monthly, do you have monthly meetings with them where you're reviewing like KPIs and things like that? And so a lot of that data that goes to Maven comes from the bookkeeping, right? So it's like when you want to
Correct.
have that fruitful conversation with your CFO to where you're like, I've got these revenue goals, I've got these, these markers where I'm like, by the end of this year, I want to be here with my revenue, here with my top line. You have to have that good data in. So yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, they're a great service as well. I also recommend them to any practice owner that's wanting to scale their business and really wanting to set goals, revenue goals each year. It's great if you're wanting to hire multiple providers. If you want to have multiple locations, then you definitely need to get your projections and your budget aligned. And that's a great service because they consult on where to invest your money and how to actually grow your business by looking at the financial data. Because what I always say is, as a business owner, you can't make a decision unless you know the numbers behind the decision.
Mhm.
So working with a team like yours, a team like Maven's, is just an absolute game changer because you always have that clarity.
Mhm. And then how has it been just trying to compare the two experiences, before having a professional bookkeeping service and working with a fractional CFO? What was it like before and what is it like now? What do you feel like is the most valuable insight that you're really gaining?
I think having the human element to it is a big deal. Before, we were, like I said, utilizing a software, and it was fine, but it did require more of my time and attention, and I had to slow down and comb through things, where with this service
Mhm.
we have humans that are able to look at certain things, because even though numbers are black and white, there is room for gray if we're not catching them, if we're not catching the right things, putting them in the right category. So it's just nice to have that additional support. And personally, I'm a big advocate for client experience, and I like to have a human being to connect with. If anything ever happens, I can email you guys and you email right back. It's not some random person. So I personally love that aspect of it as well.
That's amazing. Yes, that's something that I know that we really pride ourselves on too is communication. Whether that is like what you said, you were working with the software previously, so you're getting somebody random, or just you're not hearing back from the person that is doing your books. I hear that a lot, that they send an email to their bookkeeper over and over again, and it takes months for them to respond. So something that we have strived to really focus on and make sure is part of our system, that we want to be set apart in that way, is our communication. And that's been incredibly important to us, to have a really quick turnaround to make sure that our clients know that we're there and that we're there to support them, because that's really what it is for us, is we're here to support you and your financial goals and the growth of your business, right? And so yeah, so I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, it's been fantastic.
That's great. That's great. So what is just kind of a final question for you? What would be the one thing that you feel like sets us apart beyond what's the one thing that stands out to you for Speakeasy Bookkeeping?
I think just that personalized touch. I think, you know, with AI coming out and software, and I'm a millennial, and I love being efficient. I love how can we automate certain processes, but there's just something different about having a team that is available and responsive, and that is there, that you can trust. And I've just felt like the consistency of the customer service, the client experience is there. And so, as a business owner, there's a lot of balls always up in the air, a lot
Mhm.
of hats that I have to wear. And so if I can eliminate stress and anxiety and just know that I've got the right team on my side, it just makes my life so much easier. I don't stress, I don't worry. So
Mhm.
I think that, yeah, just having that human element is a game changer.
Awesome. I agree. Totally agree. I think, yes, AI is a big deal right now for sure. And I get that question often.
Mhm.
I think that a lot of people feel that I mean, I'm all on board for AI. I know it's going to be taking over the world. It already is. And there are definitely tools that we're utilizing to make our work more efficient.
Mhm.
But there is, like you said, a human element that I think is something that is just irreplaceable when it comes to AI, having that human just vision and just opinion and just being able to look at all the data maybe that's put together, assisted by AI, but having that human element to just say like this is what this looks correct, but I feel like for this unique business, maybe for this unique type of industry, we should shift these numbers a little bit over here to get a better understanding, of
Yeah,
your financial position. So that's great.
100%. I agree.
Great. Awesome. Well, thank you, Mary. I so much appreciate your time. You are an incredible person in the industry. Like I say, I see you all the time, and I love the work that you guys do, and you're incredible to work with as well. So, but yeah, thank you so much again. And yeah, I
You're
really
welcome.
appreciate it.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Of course. Awesome. Thank you.